what I want to look at here is how currencies are actually quoted in the markets. You hear about bid and ask or bid and offer. You hear words like handle, big figure, points. What does it actually mean? Well, most of the times when you're going to trade or deal in currencies, it's going to have the dollar as the base currency. So for $1, you get so many Thai baht. For $1, you get so many Swiss francs. For $1, you get so many Swedish krona. So the dollar is the base currency, and the baht, Swiss francs, Swedish krona, these are the variable currency. Now, when you see a currency being quoted, normally it will go out to 4 decimal places. The key part of the quote, in this case 9.13, is known as the handle. This part of the quote normally doesn't change that rapidly, goes up and down that much. In times of a big financial crisis, it might do. So let's just say I called you up and said, where's Swedish krona? You're not going to say 9.1387 to 9.1397. It's just too slow, because you're going out to 4 decimal places, and that 4th decimal place is going up and down pretty quickly. You and I, we're both professionals. We know it's 913 something. So don't tell me what I already know. So what you'll probably just say is 87.97. What do you want to do? Now, you would assume this quote is in what they would call a market size. I'm not going to be asking, if I wanted to have a price on $1 billion, I'll say, look, this is for $1 billion. And clearly you're going to have a wider bid offer spread. But for normal market sizes, they will just quote you a tighter spread. Now, in this particular case, we have a spread of 10 pips or 10 points. That 4th decimal place is known as a point. Now, in real life, you'll find major currencies, and when we talk about majors, we mean euro dollar, dollar yen, these would be majors. They will probably be quoted out to 6 decimal places. I mean, it's ridiculous. So if you were to deal with a major multinational or a major institution, you might get half a pip or 1 pip if you're lucky. In reality, again, the big commodity companies, the big institutions, they love you lots, but they don't want to speak to you. They will just go online. They want to have execution only. So they're the ones you'll just quote the final few digits to. In the example here, we can see that it's going to 9.1387 to 9.1397, bid and offer. When we talk about the bid and offer, it always refers to the base currency. So let's say you and I, we're going to head off to Sweden on holiday. We need to buy Swedish krona, so we go along to the bank with our dollar. The dollar, the base currency, the bank will bid the dollar off us, bid the base currency off us, and in return give us as few Swedish krona back as possible. So if they bid the dollar off us, they will give me back 9.1387 krona. Now, we go to Sweden, we have a great time, but now we want our dollars back. We still have some Swedish krona left over. So the bank says, sure, I will offer you your dollar back, and in return, if I offer you $1, you're going to give me as many Swedish krona, 9.1397 back. Now, in an ideal world, the bank would have us on the one side and have a traveller doing exactly the opposite on the other side, so the bank could automatically lock in a profit of 10 pips. And retail foreign exchange, like you see at the airports, this is actually pretty profitable business for them, because they know they can lay off any positions in the professional market at a fairly good rate. So this should give you some insight into how the bid offer works and what side is quoted to the other side. Now, what happens though when 2 banks, 2 professional institutions speak to each other? It all depends on who makes the first phone call. So if I make the first phone call, I'm asking for a price, I am the price taker. The person I've called, they're in control, they are the price maker. So they're the ones who are going to win in the end. Just remember though, the bank never loses. So if you're unsure as to which side of the quote to use, just remember, if you're the price taker, you're on the losing side.